Super 7 ThunderCats, the ultimate heroes.
Well, she's finally here. Cheetara is in the house. I'm so excited to finally have this iconic character from ThunderCats. She comes in the standard box with a slipcase and of course some lovely artwork here on the back. Now, like I said, I'm so excited to finally own this figure, and I have been waiting so long, like everybody else, to get her. We once thought we were never going to get her, and now we finally have her in hand. And after the delays, I'm sure that everybody is so excited to get her and to actually take a look at this exquisite figure, and I think that Super7 has knocked her out of the park. So a quick thanks to Super7 for providing this figure for review purposes, and I'm going to take you through my experiences with her.
It's so wonderful to finally have Cheetara in hand, and she is, like I said, exquisite. I really adore this figure, and I think that Super7 has knocked her out of the park. She's truly amazing in every sense of the word. She comes with, naturally, her staff. Now this staff is golden, and I believe that with the addition of the new LJN line, that they kept this gold so that the LJN line will obviously differ a lot, and that it will have that featured yellow bow staff with Cheetara. Now, talking about her staff, it also comes with a shorter version, which is this tiny little thing over here. It's really tiny. It is so tiny it can just easily fall on the floor and you will not even see that it's gone. Now it goes into the side here, and it doesn't really even detract from the figure if you pose her like this, because you can't see it. So you can put it in, it just pops in like that, and it stays in, which is very cleverly done. I thought it might have been with a peg and a hole that it was going to stick there, but this was done so well. A lot of the complaints of the first picture of this final product was that they thought that she was pregnant. Guys, she's not pregnant. Look, there's no bump there. She's definitely not pregnant. Now I know that her waist might be a little bit wider than what was originally solicited, but this doesn't detract at all, and she's got beautiful hips. There's no more hip dysplasia here with that one leg sticking out a little bit, but she is so beautiful, and if you actually have her in hand, you can see she's got a voluptuous shape. She is truly fabulous. I love her. Some of the things that have changed from the prototype is the knees. Now the knees, I believe, were the other way around. They were more like Pumaira's, and I've got Pumaira over here. You can see that this is what her knees is like, but Cheetara has got different type of kneecaps. It doesn't make anything negative about the figure. I like it. It works. I suppose that this is the new look that they're going for, and you know that Super7 always tries to improve. Now you can see that she is a tiny bit shorter than Pumaira. Let me just move a little bit back so you can see better. Pumaira is definitely a little bit taller, and we all know that she was made shorter but not short enough, so she is still towering over her, but she is still beautiful. Now a lot of people asked about this bangles on her, and yes, it is actually loose. It can come off if you take off the hand. Just be careful that it doesn't fall off on the floor, because it is really small, and Cheetara is a petite lady, so it can get lost quite easily. She's got the boob swivel, which I love, and I'm glad that the new Pumaira also has this. She doesn't have a waist swivel, and I actually am glad that it doesn't, because this line here would really have just detracted from the figure. It really wouldn't have made it look nice. She unfortunately doesn't have a boot cut. Suppose it's fine. It might have helped a little bit more with posing, I suppose, but it's still not an issue. And then she's got the single joint here, and she doesn't have one here, and a lot of people have asked why. Now this is something that Super7 introduced long ago when they did She-Ra and Sorceress from the Club Grayskull lines. Now the reason, as it was explained, was that because there is no different bit here, like a lot of the ladies had the bangle thing here on the arms, in the upper arms, and these guys don't have it, so it would have detracted from the style of the figure, and they just made it like this. I actually do not mind it at all. I know a lot of people think that it's different and that it's an issue, but that's the way that they're doing it, and that is the way it was advertised, so I am quite pleased with it. So the paint on mine is quite crisp. I have no issues whatsoever. The dots all over the cheetah dots is quite nice. What I do have, and this is, it's still brand new, is, and I've noticed it with some other figures, there's that oil bit in between some of the joints. Not all of them, mind you, but I have seen that with some of them, that there was like this type of oil. I suppose that's what they did with the production, probably just to keep it so that it doesn't glue together from the heat, or I don't know what exactly or why, but it does go off, so don't worry about it. It's not going to do anything to your figure. It really just is there for, I suppose, whatever they use it for at the factory. So my Cheetara has a beautiful face. Her eyes are painted stunning, and I can happily say that whoever thought that the curse on females was there, it's not. It's broken. It's definitely broken with this. She doesn't have any issues with regards to her face paint. She is really beautiful. I really like it. And she looks like she's from the cartoon, so yay. So she also comes with two alternate heads. This one has got glow in the dark eyes, and trust me, it does glow. It's so beautiful, and it's the same as the normal face, but this actually looks so nice. I actually like that it does not need to glow, because it actually looks like it's yellow like in the show. This was really well done, so I'm very pleased with this one. And then she has got this running head with her hair that's like in the wind, and it works quite well, especially if you would like to pose her in a running stance and use one of those display stands, and then, well, she can run across your display. So she comes with 4 sets of hands, and she's got these open running hands, and if you haven't noticed, it actually has paint on there. Can you see that? It's on there, it's painted, which is correct as per the cartoon. See, it runs into her hands over there. Then she's got these lovely posable hands, and they've got nice sharp claws on there. She's also got the fists, and then she has a set of gripping hands, which she can use to hold her stuff. Now this accessory was never solicited originally, and we got this as a free bonus. Now this was in the cartoon, probably not exactly the shape, but she did shoot energy beams out of her staff in the cartoon. And now this is very heavy. It's really very heavy. It's a nice thick plastic. It's got beautiful shading on here, and it does pop onto the top, but here's the problem. It is too heavy, so it's not going to stay like this. It is definitely just going to fall over, and I would recommend that if you want to display it like this, maybe just put it down, and then she can hold the staff, or whichever way you want to. And then you've got that blast effect, but it's really beautiful. It's just a little bit heavy. Okay, then here's another accessory, and this is the Mirror of Truth. It's got a nice shiny layer of plastic on here, so reflective, that you can basically see yourself in there if you need of a mirror ever. It's got beautiful cat insignia in the back and over there, and it's really well done. This is of course part of the Treasure of Thundera. Another item, Treasure of Thundera, is the magical flute, and here with she tamed Marmot when she was a Thunder Cup, and this is really beautiful. It's well done. It's got a nice sort of like metallic shine to it, just but ever so slightly. It's still grey. It's beautiful. I don't know what this symbol on here is meant to be, but it's something. It's nice. I suppose it's some kind of ThunderCat symbol. Yes, it actually does look like it's a ThunderCat symbol. You won't be able to see it on here, but if if you do look closely, it does resemble it. Okay, so this here is the Locket of Lies, and this featured in the episode titled The Locket of Lies. It's an invention of Momra. He created it to trick the Thundercats, and they thought that this was part of the treasure of Thundera. Now here in the open version, it's got these little green dots here. They were actually flickering in the show, and it was like sort of a compass, and they were just following it right into a trap. If you haven't seen that episode, go check it out, it's quite good. So all in all, this is Cheetara, and she is really the best figure so far for me of this line. She captures the spirit of the character. Cheetara and Wally Kid was of course my very first Thundercats that I got as a kid, so it's so wonderful to get her in hand in the shape which is the way that she was always meant to be. That's all for now, and thanks for joining. Next up, we're going to be talking about Wave 5 very soon.
Super 7 ThunderCats, the ultimate heroes.